Basically, like, just the bare minimum of being a human being. I hope that we can all uphold that. So, we're doing Interstellar today. This is Blake the Visual Novel. Now, I've got this cute in bed for like in April, but oh my god, my time management is absolutely nuts right now. So yeah, I chose this weekend to do kind of like dev collab. I'll be drinking water a lot since it's a visual novel, and I got a stuffy nose because of allergies, so like apologies if I sound stupid. Oh, you can't hear me over the background. Hopefully now you can. The music was kind of loud. Let me do my best narrator voice. Blake felt the cold air. Oh, fuck. Oh well, you felt the cold air. He stepped back from the ledge. Damn, this is honestly worst case scenario. Blake woke up. What a weird dream. It felt so real. I must have slept so heavy, I didn't even hear my alarm go off. Same. Blake was seldom tardy for work, or any other occasion for that matter. No time for his morning peanut butter on toast. That's a dry-ass fucking breakfast sandwich. That's like... There's no jelly to make it a little bit, you know, palatable. He couldn't be late. He was still considered the new at ICC. Only days away from completing probation. Oh, and he had to make a good impression. Better get going. Life can often be unpredictable, and this was particularly true for Blake. Random happenstances had a way of following him like a stubborn pedal wedged into the sole of a shoe. Oh shit, it's still loud? Here, let me... I'm gonna put my mic up a little bit to here. Is this better? Let me know if it's too crazy. No amount of picking would dislodge it, and it was accompanied by a certain amount of discomfort with every step. Oof, that's the worst. No, oh. And he would never admit it, but sometimes he may even consciously trod on the stones of spontaneity. Did I say that right? Blake. Whoa. On a daily basis, Blake's colleagues at ICC would bicker over the best immersive gaming experience of the year, brag about their newest techie purchases, same, and speculate on who would meet their demise on the popular weekly e-screen installment of Fix It Good. Blake's played it. Max's eyes suddenly popped up from behind the top of the computer screen. Don't you think the Office Co-op mode AI in Futures is totally Vin? Am I right? I'm right, I'm right. Max leaned towards Blake's direction with a hand walling her mouth and a forcible whisper. She exclaimed, "Back me up, Blake." Orlo spurted out an intentionally inelegant laugh, which in turn made Max giggle. Oh man, I want to give this guy a voice, but I don't want to be goofy. Let me see. Bahaha Vin. What are you? Are you from another planet? The fuck does Vin mean? You're just making up words. It means ridiculous. Just like your laugh. Anyway, he doesn't give two hoots about futures, you big nerd. You can talk. You're the only one here who owns a whole VR room. Damn. Last time you get to use it then. There they go again. Hari. Oh, wait. Hey, Blake. Oh, God, not her. Please, not her. He swiveled his chair. Hey, Hari. Hari was a masterpiece, best admired from afar. She was one of those beautiful paintings that could speak 1,000 words without saying anything. Seriously, though, she could try not saying anything sometimes. Did you have a good weekend? Her finger spiraled in her hair as she tilted her head in curiosity. Didn't do much, just the usual. You? Why did he even ask? Oh my god, yes. I went on a road trip with my girlies to the forest. We ate marshies over the fire. They were delish. And I saw a unicorn. My friend said I wouldn't see one out there, but I finally did. Every sentence she spoke was written. Blake imagined they would always end in exclamation marks. That's fair. I kind of talk like that too. Excuse me? What? I heard a noise in the middle of the night. I was at my tent, and in the distance, I swear I saw a unicorn galloping through the trees. It must have startled it. Did you seriously think unicorns exist? It was probably a cow or stag or something, just not a unicorn. Hari's skin flushed to a color similar to Max's hair. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh no. Well, you should come along with us next time. We could have a BBQ at night and look for shooting stars. And she just thinks shooting stars is like a star holding a gun. Putting up with her for a whole weekend would be a tough feat, but maybe it wouldn't be that bad. Oh shit. Let's give her a chance. I'd love to. Awesome, I can't wait. He smiled softly and turned back to his work. A giggle sang from Hari as she headed back to her female colleagues with a small skip in her step, eager to tell them about the conversation. A slender figure hovered beside Blake's desk. It was the junior tech expert, Lee. ICC snapped him up before he could throw his graduation hat in the air. And no one knew exactly what Lee's forename was. Most people in the office didn't know it was his surname, but Blake had noticed. He noticed Lee's email address started with S.Lee, not the standard first name surname layout. Lee was like a ball of plasma that dissipated nervous energy. His vision flitted from one thing to another, mostly managing to avoid meeting in the eyes. It was as though he was preoccupied with taking in everyone and everything. He displayed anxious head twitches after every sentence, but his voice wore a friendly and happy tone. Most of the time, he was elusive and hardly ever spotted around the office. Or maybe the word noticed was more apt. Hey, Blake. Lee held a smile. His eyes scored over Blake's desk space. Hey, Blake. Most of the time he was... Mr. Cordain would like to see you in his office if you have a moment. Fine by me. Are you his little bitch? I don't want to say that, but that's really funny. Let's say fine by me lead the way. Are you his little bitch? Can you imagine if I said that? Max and Orlo continued arguing over fetch yours behind the desk, and they looked like they were about to try to involve him again. Yo, it's like every time I have a visual novel to stream, my nose gets so stuffy and I sound like a dweeb, so This is gonna be brutal for you guys to listen to. Well, hello there, Mr. O'Gartley. How's things? Going well, I hope. Ryan was Chief Operating Officer at ICC. Whenever Blake saw her in the office, she was usually rushing around on urgent business. To be in her position, within one of, if not the world's leading tech firm, it meant she had to be extremely efficient. Although Blake had been working there for a while, he hadn't talked to Ryan as much. It was always brief pleasantries and small talk, so he was taken aback when she said his name. They weren't on the first name terms yet. All good, thanks. I've been told Mr. Gourdain wants to see me about something. Is he about? Huh? Oh, is he about? He should be back any minute. This is kind of embarrassing, but I've been meaning to have a get-to-know-you chat. I've just been so busy that, poof, 2 months have whizzed by. I feel that, Ryan. She gave an encouraging and gentle smile for someone with so many plates to spin. She had a defiant, calm, and welcoming aura. The conversation was cut short as Jonathan entered the office. I see you're already here. Welcome. Take a seat, Blake. Ryan, will you be joining us? I'm a busy bee today, so I understand. Blake, we'll have that catch-up soon. That's lovely. Thank you, Ryan. He nodded in appreciation. A barely visible wave from her hand could be seen as she rushed out the door, set on the work ahead. Jonathan settled down onto his overpriced real leather ergonomic "I'm the founder of a successful corporation" chair. All of his energy turned to Blake. So Blake, you wanted to see... Oh shit, what'd I do? Mr. Gourdain? It was a regular occurrence for Jonathan to request many meetings with his staff. He said he liked to catch up on the newest members to see how they are settling in. This is some fine work you've carried out on the promenade clause. The only thing I'd like to point out is the daily stats on your spreadsheet. They don't correspond to the correct dates. Apart from that minor alteration, it's all looking very dandy. Jonathan was holding a copy of the screenshot in his hand. A paper screenshot. Blake had rarely seen a paper up close. Jonathan laid it down flat against the table and slid it towards Blake. The material bowed upwards from the rush of air in front of him before it rested back down. Paper used to be made from trees, a little-known fact for you. Now they only manufacture it by 3D printing a synthetic material, and it feels a lot smoother in comparison to the original. Shit. Blake reached over and grasped onto the sheet of paper. It felt drier than he had anticipated, and this made him notice how clammy his palms were. This particular paper accurately replicates what paper used to be like compared to the pat you get over in Moostown. This is the good stuff, the cream of the crop, made from the old enthusiasts like myself. And I use odd, in all manners of the term. Blake studied the figures on the handheld screenshot. Looks like a couple equations have gone out of sync. It'll be quick fix. My apologies. I don't know if we can trust this guy. Does he look trustworthy to anyone? I'm like questioning him. After analyzing the data, he set the paper down on the table, and to his disdain, his grip left behind creased remnants. Good, it's no problem. Anywho, that's not the reason I asked you. I know you haven't been in the company very long, and you have quite the workload. A stress headache started to rear its ugly head, and momentarily double vision distracted Blake. He thought about how no one had come up with a cure for migraines yet. Staring at screens all day couldn't be healthy. Thankfully, it was brief for Blake, but he realized he'd completely missed what Jonathan had said. He hoped it wasn't anything too important. Sorry, what? Jonathan nodded reassuringly and delivered a warm smile. You're doing well, Blake. I hope you realize that. I have an exceedingly crucial project coming up, so I need someone I can count on. I'd like you to be part of it. It will allow you to show me what you can manifest. Oh, and the annual well-being test deadline is today, so if you haven't done it, make sure to get it sent off. It's kind of ironic. Should be in your inbox. It's only a few questions long. Shouldn't take much time to do. Max and Orla were still deep in conversation. Did they ever do any work? Do you remember Eric, the droid guard, who used to bounce the reception? Yeah, I do actually. What happened to him? I heard they keep him in a big bag in the room behind the front desk. Really? Yeah, he was sacked. Oh man, I fell for that one. I wonder what actually happened to him though. A notification popped up on Blake's screen. One new email. I should probably do the well-being test. Well-being test. This form is not anonymous. Shit. Huh? How are you feeling today, Brady? That's okay. Oh, out of the two following fields, which do you relate to the most right now? Jesus. Oh my god. I'm still struggling to pay my bills. I mean, that seems about relatable. If you could see a scale above people's heads that measured one part of their status, what would you want to know about them? This was a good question. Many good answers. Actually, no, I don't want to know their naivety. That's like, I feel like that's only for people who want to take advantage of someone. Their wealth, their honesty. I guess their honesty. Now if someone's a real shithead, it'll save you time. How often would you say your days differentiate enough for you to distinguish within a week? The majority of days are different. Or work harder and you'll be less distracted. Oh, lovely. Jonathan, discuss new projects give us out of YouTube. His birthday in less than 2 weeks. Make sure to sign her e-card. My condolences. Okay. Nope, you're wrong. Kill VR is a good person. That's why they do what they do. If that's true, then why have they accepted all the money made from the publicity instead of giving it to charity? I know Blake agrees with me here. We were talking about it last week. Oh shit. Stop trying to drag people into your losing battle. Orlo, it doesn't work. So it's only okay when you do it. Ignore them and look busy. Blake gave a non-committal murmur and continued to drown out their incessant chatter, not wanting to break his busy workflow. Max started to frantically prod at her screen. All eyes slowly looked around at her. The helicopter? Has someone changed the details on my spreadsheets for the radar project? All of my work, it's totally gone. Did you not have a backup of it somewhere? Not that it would be your fault if someone fucked it up, but you never trust any technology. You gotta have that shit backed up, triple backed up. Orlo, this isn't one of your pranks, is it? Nope, not me, I swear. Something similar happened to one of my files, too. Really? Do you think someone could be doing it on purpose? I'm defo going to report this. Max sighed. I should be able to retrieve a backup of my work from yesterday, so everything I've done today will be lost. But at least the whole file isn't gone. That would have been a shit ton of work. Max looked deflated. I know, it's Vin. That's not what that word means, Orlo. Welcome, Blake. I'm so glad you accepted my invite. It's good to see you again. I have an exciting project for you to get involved in. Usually meetings were held in one of the 4 12-seater meeting rooms. However, this seemed more of a cozy affair. Blake preferred Jonathan's office. The meeting rooms were always set at an extreme temperature. He theorized that the temperature was deliberate. A freezing cold room, when meetings required full alertness and flowing creativity, or a toasty warmth that could lull you into a light slumber of compliance when the agenda was one where fewer opinions were appreciated. Chris, this is Blake, one of our newest recruits. Oh boy, what should we give this guy a voice that sounds like? For a man of such otherworldly stature, Chris gave Blake the most disappointing limp handshake. Maybe he was exercising caution. After all, those paws could easily crush a coconut. Hi Chris, nice to meet ya. And you. Gentlemen, take a seat. Chris and Blake shuffled onto the sofa in the office, perched beside one another. Jonathan stood in front of them and made use of the projected touchscreen on the wall behind him. You may have noticed the agenda in the meeting invite was missing. Blake and Chris nodded in tandem. Jonathan brought up the meeting invite on the screen and swiped his hand across the empty space after the word agenda. A black box appeared over the text which highlighted the words Project HG. The project name had been written in white against the background which had concealed the words on the screen. Jonathan smirked to himself, thrilled at the opportunity to finally employ a classic spy trick used by protagonists in the espionage novels of bygone years that he so loved. He steeled himself for the introduction and intended to be seared with finesse, sprinkled with style, and served up with panache. At least this was how he hoped to deliver it. Jonathan often considered himself a pompous old fool, and yet marveled the fact that the rest of the world hadn't caught on yet. Every instant message and email you send, every word you speak or text, every update you make on your phone, every movement when you e-screen, consoles and computers are on They're all recording your data. Oh shit. Blake suppressed a smile, musing that here he was witnessing Jonathan at his finest. The gleam in the CEO's eyes was like that of a religious zealot, compelling those around him to follow. Blake wondered if this was a trait Jonathan had always possessed, or if it was a latent ability that had manifested later in life. For a select shadowy few clients, whose circumstances and contracts decree they shall remain anonymous, we have been working on Project HT, a system that blocks all records of the sender's ID, location, even their existence when used. Imagine text filling your screen as though plugged from the ether itself, utterly incognito. Just think of the military and security applications. It's as though you're receiving a message from a ghost, a spy's dream. Heavens! Why do you think they call them spooks? Jonathan decided to omit the line about it having nothing to do with their regular haunts, comprising of a flashcard dealership and boudoirs of high-class call girls. I don't know what they're talking about now. Jonathan took out a flat, handheld screen, not any model Blake recognized. The phone of the carrier of the disc released a disruptive twitter in between Chris and Blake. What does it say is calling? Incoming call from stopped. Complete anonymity. His voice lowered toward the end of the word anonymity for dramatic effect. He interlaced his fingers in a satisfied power pose. Blake could only hope that one day he'd be able to captivate an audience with such a passionate verve. And although Jonathan's theatrical performance was inspiring, to say the least, he found his attention dared to flicker over to Chris. Once Blake had noticed Chris's inelegant idiosyncrasies out of the corner of his eye, he couldn't help monitoring him periodically throughout the meeting. Chris's left hand was placed on the smooth, black meeting room table in a fist, whilst the right hand in a obsolete and usually large e-pen, positioned as if to note something down, but not accompanied by a tablet. Feeling of Chris's gaze twitching over him, along with an uncomfortably blank expression caused an uneasiness to slither through Blake. Primarily, the HT device is advanced crypto processing software. We collated feedback from our clients, and the results showed that they desired software that solely connects to the HT device, rendering it incompatible with any other hardware. Okay, cool. This means the software is highly, if not completely, secure from interception and piracy. There are currently two types of HT, the flat tablet and the touchboard tablet. Jonathan showed them the sleek black tablet. The touchboard slid out from underneath the screen with a satisfying smooth click into position. The keys illuminated the touchboard once the gadget was activated. So, if I send a message to someone who has this device, how does that work? Good question, Blake. You cannot send a direct message to someone who has an HT device, unless they have initiated conversation, because there's no number to identify the user with. That sounds crazy. This means you can reply to emails and texts, but not initiate a voice or video call. You also cannot see messages sent from a HT device if you log into the same account on an external device. Exempli gratia, Chris. If I send you an email from the HT device and you open the email from your home computer, you would then only be able to access the message on the said home computer. You would not be able to view it if you logged into your email account from another device, such as your phone or work computer. Understand? Blake and Chris bobbed their heads in unison again. When you use the HD device, you create a new untraceable path for your message. So if you send a message to someone from the HD, the recipient will see it and will be able to retain it. However, it won't show you who it's from. Keeping a record will deem the message insecure because if the recipient's device falls into a third party's hands, they can retrieve the information. Additionally, due to the state-of-the-art software embedded in this message, you cannot forward, copy, or print screen any of the content received. The HD device user can alternatively choose an expiration date for the message to disappear. Oh, nice. Essentially, it's self-destruct, if you will. You'll both be given a prototype version to work on and familiarize yourselves with. I ask that they remain within the premise and that you store them inside your lockers. Damn, why do I feel like my boss is gonna die? You know what I mean? What do you think? It was great. I'm excited to work on this project and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And what are you impressed of your new project colleague, Chris? He seems a little odd. Don't worry, he's a good man. I think you two will work very well together. A few hours fly by. Blake swore he felt the vibrations from the floor and up through his chair as the footsteps came closer to his desk. This is funny. Just as Chris approached, a loud sneeze trumpeted from behind Blake's computer. Shoo! This gentle giant's attention averted to Max. Oh. Bless you, Max. 156. What are you on about? Orlo always piped up whenever Max said something. It was like they had a mutual agreement that they were a duo. Chris stood motionless and bewildered. A wise man once told me to count my blessings. An expression of smugness took over Max's face. In her mind, she saw her audience erupt into laughter. Back in reality, there was a mental facepalm and weak chuckle from the surrounding desks apart from Chris, who still looked baffled by the whole encounter. He was unfamiliar with this part of the office. He really had a reason to be there. I think you dropped this in the meeting room. The bass of the giant's voice reverberated in Blake's chest as he handed over Blake's keycard. Whoops. Such an awkward, unnatural looking smile. It must be forced. Yeah, this guy with the shirt, yeah. Blake gave him a friendly smile and a nod. Chris stayed put, lingering momentarily as if unsure about something, then took his leave. Max watched in awe as the Gigantor trudged back to the second floor. How did you know my name? Jeez, the size of that man. You could probably rip your head clean off your shoulders if you wanted to. Oh. I bet he's a sweet, someone said. Resume playing, my bad. He playfully wiggled his eyebrows at Max. Shh, knock it off, Orlo. Maybe we should invite him up for drinks tonight, seeing as it's Friday and we hardly know the guy. Could be an interesting man underneath all that beefy muscle. If you carry on talking like that about him, if you carry on talking about him like he's a piece of meat, I'm going to start some beef with you. As if you would. We all know that you're a coward. Come on then. Show me what you've got. Make your move. Oh god, they were back on the puns. Terrible ones at that. Although it could be distracting, on occasion Blake enjoyed the breaks from figures and processes. He was grateful to be around friendly colleagues in his work life. They were almost like a family to him in a strange way. Enough of this bullshit. I'll say I'm busy. I don't buy it. You're coming with us. Okay. Oh, we gotta make drinks. Okay. Saucy Mama's was primarily a large burger joint, which served as a cafe by day and transformed into a bar by night. Okay, sounds cool. Cookies was just another term they used for the chiseled model-like servers. Oh shit. Somewhere, Blake had a couple of drinks and enjoyed the chatter amongst the group. Who would you like to get to know? Let's give her a shot. Hey! What do you like doing outside of work? I love going camping and spending time with my bestie, and I love the movies. I'm hoping to save up to move to Hollywood and become an actress one day. Nice. What do you think of Orlo? He's fun. What do you think of Max? Really funny. He's a quiet one, isn't he? I always see him in the reception hall talking to Andy. Okay. So she's been working a couple months. What about Chris? She shrugged. I haven't met him before. Whoops. Alright. Don't you have monthly meetings with him? No, I have monthly meetings with my manager. Oh, okay. Bye! She wasn't very chatty today, more like she was focused on her surroundings. Oh, do you think she's gonna die? Let's hang out again soon! Who would I like to get to know? I feel like I'm gonna save here. Because I'm honestly getting a little bit tired. I got like 3 hours of sleep yesterday. But this is neat. I like how it's a commentary on tech and stuff. And our privacy. Let's see if there's anyone we could raid. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry, I'm like exhausted over here. Who could we raid? Who could we raid?
Battery 80%.